Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Elder Scrolls Online. You're just in time for some extremely moving music. Okay, we are trying to find the last companion, the one that we do not have. Oh, big old turtle monster. So let's get out of here. And we will now... Ouch, I just got puked on. We are now going to find someone named Miri. So she is also in Blackwood. All right. Am I still getting chased? Who the hell knows? What do you mean completely separate? Oh. Okay, we are close, I believe. I actually don't really know the lore, because they have like the hist tree or something. I really don't know anything about it at this point. I'm not sure. And well, and like Khajiit, are there... They always say men and Myrrh.
Not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother.
Yeah, they always say men and Myrrh, so I'm not sure if it's like men, Myrrh, and beast, or what.
Who are you? Another of these useless lay-in layabouts? Oh, no, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me Zagira roped you into this mess too.
I could be wrong. Oh, wait, actually, I think there's a few that are kind of weird. I think Bretons might be... I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I'm super ignorant of the lore in this game. I think Bretons might be somewhat related to men and Myrrh. I think there's a chance that they're like have a relation to both, but I could be wrong about that. I'm also not sure. The one thing I'm not sure about is Red Guards, because Red Guards come from a different continent, right? Red Guards come from like, I forget what it's called. It starts with a Y. It's like Yokudan or something. Where I'm not sure. Actually, wait, but multiple come from. Because do Nords come from a different continent? Nords might come from an ice continent. Because all the Myrrh come from their own continent, right? All the elves... You know, yeah, well, I know they come from Skyrim, but I think that some of these races came from places before they were even on Tamriel. There's other continents. So... Like, the elves came all from this one place, and then they kind of moved to Somerset. Yeah, before Hammerfell, there was another continent called, like... Yokura or Yokudan or something like that. I think the Nords might also be from another continent. Like an icy one, maybe? I don't really know. Anyways, who are you? Another of these useless lay-in layabouts? No, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me Zagira roped you into this mess too. No, what mess?
My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin. Only once the expedition got underway and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away.
I feel like this game made Red Guards and Nords look a lot more similar to each other. Because I feel like Nords were always like the big broad guys, and like I feel like Red Guards were like slimmer. But in this game, I've noticed the Red Guards are a lot more, like, thick-jawed. They look a lot more similar. Yeah, Bretons are the dinky nerds. But I feel like Bretons, you could easily mix up Bretons and Imperials. What's your plan now?
Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them? I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? I can pay if I have to.
I'll help you with your rescue.
There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Eolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a high elf researcher, Dijos, an Argonian scout, and Garlor, a wood elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them.
What do you know about the ones who tried to take you captive?
Not much. Zagira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy a story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. I figured they were just treasure hunters looking for plunder. We had no idea they were a cult.
When did you realize?
About the time they said, don't kill her, we need her for the ritual. And while they were trying to subdue me. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. No one else escaped, that I know of.
I'm ready when you are.
We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I have a spare. They're simple enough to use if you've never tried one.
I fucking hate high elves with a passion. Dark elves are weird because, like, I mean, clearly they kind of, their look mimics corpses. So it's hard to say that they're like super hot. But I find them interesting. They're an interesting faction. So I like them a lot. I want to ask you some questions.
All right, but remember, you already agreed to help me. It'd be rude to back out now. But seriously, I need your help. Please don't change your mind.
I would say that in the previous games, I don't know. But in this game, I'd say high elves are hotter. I think they made high elves way hotter in this game than in previous games. Okay, tell me about this ruin.
It's Daedric in origin. Our employer claimed it was recently uncovered, but I have a hard time believing no one noticed until now. And despite its condition, it doesn't seem that old. Barely any overgrowth at all. None of it makes any sense.
I also feel like in Skyrim and this game, they made wood elves a lot hotter than they used to be. I like Argonians. I would have a hard time agreeing, but I like them. You're saying this is a new construction?
100 years old at most. I couldn't tell you who built it or how it came to be demolished, though. I didn't get much time to study it before those fetching cultists tried to throw a sack over my head and drag me off.
So is fetch Tamriel for fuck? Because they call people fetcher? Fetching cultists? How do I use the grapple bow you gave me?
Just line up your sights with a suitable anchor point, release the bolt, and get ready to fly. Don't worry, they're pretty much designed to do all the work. The worst you'll have to worry about is underestimating the pull and spraining your neck. All right.
Okay, let's go. Bam. Ooh. Thank you.
Kenarthi's blessings upon this find.
You know what? I also would never call Khajiit hot. But come on, Zareth's got a little bit of character, okay? Listen, if I were into animals, I would yiff Zarethavar. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but come on. Come on, this guy's got some character. Okay. Where to? Oh, which quest is this? I hate how many of these fucking Master Writ ones I have. Is it? Oh god, which quest is it? Zareth is a badass. Okay, quests. Blackwood, Shattered. Okay, it's this quest. I wish there was a way for me to hide the Master Writ quests without abandoning them. I want to take them off my quick menu.
We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here.
Your least favorite in terms of aesthetics or like just in general? You know which race I really like now that I used to not like at all? I really like the Bosmer. I really like the Wood Elves. I think that they're kind of cool as fuck. Whoa, what is this place?
Silence at last.
Well, yeah, but also, like, Khajiit would be the worst to be fucked by just because of their biology. It would be horrific. Although I'm sure Argonian would be bad, too. In the lore, in Daggerfall, there is a story called The Real Berenzia, and they talk about her having sex with a Khajiit. And in it, they kind of allude to the biology of Khajiit, which are similar to biology of cats, which means that cats have barbed penises. Which means that, yeah, because they have a barbed penis, they can do some physical damage. And they actually reference that in the lore, in the Elder Scrolls, officially. Although in the later games, in Morrowind, that lore was not in the game. They removed that from the game because they're like, what the fuck are we doing? I think Argonians would probably be a problem because... Like, did you ever play... Okay. If you play one of the Mass Effect games, Mass Effect 2, if you decide to have a relationship with Garrus, there's a character named Mordin, and he will give you basically, like... Okay. He'll give you like sex tips for whoever you're gonna have sex with, or like relationship tips. And with Garrus Vicarian, he basically says, like, be careful about chafing or something. And I feel like you might have a problem with that with Argonians. Okay. I apologize to everyone watching this video.
Oh, Sky. It wasn't like this before. We should hurry. The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough for the grapple bow.
Chafing, like basically like skin irritation from rubbing and it being like coarse or being like I don't know if you've ever like walked with like wet jeans or whatever and your like thighs get like a rash, or they get like abrasion irritation. Yes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Argonian biology though. Like I don't know in the lore what their what their organs are supposed to be like. So I can't answer that. I can't give a lore accurate answer on fucking Argonians. Okay, what's up, Miri?
That's Yoloth, one of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've got him strung up like a new life pony guar. Survey stones my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something.
Survey stone?
Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guar dung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of him.
Can we destroy it?
I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Eolaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. The sudden shock of destroying the stone might kill him. We could try weakening the ritual before ending it entirely.
How do we do that?
That array by Eolaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point nearby. Destroying that might lighten the load on Eolaf, and the backlash of ending the ritual by force. It's the best chance of saving him.
Understood, let's go.
We need to stop that ritual, the sooner the better, but Eolaf's chances of surviving go up exponentially if we try picking it apart carefully, instead of smashing the central array right at the start. The grapple bow should help us search around.
How do you know all this?
I don't know it. I'm making an educated guess. Daedrology is my main field of study, though I tend to avoid getting caught up in their worship and rituals. Mostly, I'm fascinated why anyone would join these fetching cults in the first place.
Why study Daedra if you don't really care for them?
I took an interest in the anticipations of the Tribunal and my ancestors' worship of them before the three rose to godhood. Dark elves aren't the only ones who revere Daedra alongside divines. But now's not the time for a philosophical discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's certain questions about the Argonians if we're actually getting into this. Because we know that Argonians are born from eggs, right? So the question is, are the eggs fertilized internally or externally is going to determine certain things.
That did it! The ritual's weakened. Viola! Follow me, quickly.
I do not know how alligators
You don't have
reproduce.
to tell me twice.
They have intercourse, right?
Thanks mightily for getting me out of there. I don't know how much longer I could have lasted.
What was it they were doing to you?
Trying to pitch me into Orky's gnarled teeth.
Orky.
Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. Would have killed me if you hadn't come along. Was it always this hot in here?
Okay, I think I saw in the lore that Orky is kind of weird. Because I think Orky is a god that is specific to... Is it the Nords or is it to the... Is it the Nords or is it the Orcs? But anyways, and I believe that Orky is like a mix between Archae and like someone else. It's like a weird role. Okay. Yeah, you definitely didn't talk me into thinking that Argonians would be hot. I'm now even stronger in my views that it would not be hot to fuck an Argonian. Do you know why they were trying to sacrifice you?
I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about positioning the other stones. They sent each of us as an escort, split us up. If they got the better of me, I'm sure the others are in just as much trouble now.
Will you be all right?
Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I can feel my strength coming back. I think I'll be good enough to move once I've got my breath. I'll be fine. Help the others while there's still time.
Okay.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Olaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them too, if we're careful.
Any idea what it was that they were trying to do to Olaf?
It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but they were using Olaf's soul to power it.
For me, I think Argonians are likely last place. Do you know where the others were taken?
The Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones. If we head out the other side of these corridors, we should be on the right path.
Ava, I feel like I would put orcs higher than Argonians on my hotness list. Let's keep moving then.
I recognize these corridors. The expedition hadn't split up just yet. Everyone aside from Olaf would have been led somewhere beyond. The exit wasn't far, but it's sure to feel like farther now that the place is crawling with cultists and Daedra.
I also think that there's also certain things that need to be taken into consideration, because I feel like in these games, like, let's look at her.
Recognize these corridors. The expedition hadn't split up just yet.
I feel like these games tend to make female dark elves considerably hotter than they make male dark elves in general. Male dark elves are often very, like, old and twisted and whatever. And then I feel like almost every female dark elf we've seen in this game looks exactly like her. They have, like, their, like, hot girl dark elf blueprint. Wait, am I going the wrong way? No. Okay, if anyone is watching on YouTube, in this game, what is the hottest race in Elder Scrolls? And what is the least hot race? And if you say the hottest race is a Kaguti, then I don't know if I should judge you or respect you. Kaguti they look like Gwar or Alets, but a bit more pointy and like broad. They're like one of those like animals you hunt in the wild that has like 2 legs. And if you guys say scamp, there will just be a lot of judgment from me. I mean, are Golden Saints people? Because Golden Saints are probably the hottest of the monsters. Or like, what is it, Dark Seducers? And come on, I feel like the stage drop is like... Never mind. Never mind. What's your deal? It is like a demon, but it's like Argonian adjacent. Have you seen the Argonian Goliaths in this game? I should go and find one for you.
Hold on. I recognize that journal. It belonged to Ardia.
In the swamp, there's these giant Argonians that are like almost like those Daedroths. They're like these big fucking Hulk beasts. Exploration of the Shattered Ruin. Zagira has paid us well to escort her surveyors through this unusual ruin. Truth be told, I might have come along for free if I'd known what we'd find here. The Daedric designs are like nothing I've ever seen, but disturbingly familiar. They're expansive as well, far more than they first appeared. I feel like we haven't traveled that far, but the landscapes within the compound seem incongruous to what I observed from outside the entrance. I should probably draw a few maps along with my notes. Are we getting into House of Leaves? I knew I should have mapped as I went. Zagira's surveyors turned on me as soon as they got me away from the rest of our group. I tripped and my cloak tore free, so I bolted. I just need to write down where I go. Process of elimination. Left, out the door. Across the chasm. I'm completely turned around. I hear them coming. No time. Where are you, Miri?
Well, I'll be. Ardia actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it.
You should ask her to rank them right now in my chat. You think she was caught?
Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should keep looking for the rest of those sacrificial stones. Whoever's still bound up in the cult's rituals is in the greatest danger.
Understood.
It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire.
Listen to this song.
Scorched. Did the cult come here just to destroy this place? That hardly makes any sense, but Daedra worship too often doesn't.
Maybe the destruction isn't the point.
It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows? Maybe their magic isn't just feeding on the souls of those they've captured, but everything here. All the more reason to stop them quickly.
Listen, as long as you're not asking people in my chat to rank the races by hotness in real life, we're good. As long as it's, you know, exclusively Elder Scrolls races, I think we're fine. Okay.
Lava? And look, those trees. The shifting is more drastic here.
Is this like molten? Or is this what is this? This is like molten sulfur? Oh no, I can walk in it. Hello! How are you doing? Nice! Nice. Ava has a very important question for you. And that's, what is the order of hotness of the races in this game?
We need to free her.
Okay. Sure. So there's Imperial and Breton. There's Nord Redguard. There's High Elf, Dark Elf, Wood Elf, Orc, Khajiit, and Argonian. Okay, we have to destroy the eastern and western crystals. Bam. Oh, I forgot that grapple points exist. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you.
We need to free Ardia from that ritual before it drains her soul completely, even if it kills her. Still, we should look for focal crystals nearby that are drawing power from her. Destroying them is the only way to save her life and her soul.
What do you mean by even if it kills her?
I mean, stopping the ritual prematurely might kill her, but there are fates worse than death. If her soul is drained entirely from her body, it won't be left to the mercy of the divines. It'll probably wind up in the clutches of oblivion.
All right.
I look forward to reuniting you with your brother.
Bam. There's one.
There's still something drawing power from the ritual. Let's keep looking.
Is there a grapple point? Huh. Beautiful. No worries, I believe in you.
I think that's all of them. Now, the array.
Orcs are the
We need to
hottest.
free Ardia from that ritual. Come on, Ardia. Watch your step.
Oh, she looks okay.
I'm just a little unsteady.
Yeah, I think a lot depends on if we're going purely aesthetic. If we're going 100% aesthetic, or if we're taking in, like, kind of the culture and stuff like that, it's going to be probably different answers.
Normally, I love new experiences. It's why I got into exploring. Not that one. Never, ever again.
Revenge your journal.
Oh, I thought I'd never see that again. Thank you. I have a great deal to add to it now. I think it's good to record all you can, good and bad. It forces you to think about what you've seen and done. Makes you more mindful of how events shape you.
Did you learn something that might that we might find helpful?
Zigira was yelling at her followers about jeopardizing the foothold when I was trying to escape. I don't quite get what she meant, but I think they're turning this place into their stronghold. And I saw Zigira when they caught me. The real Zigira.
Like, this girl is a wood elf, right? I presume? What do you mean, the real Zigira?
Among her followers, she dropped the mask she'd been wearing. She's a Daedra. These cultists are the usual misguided fools dabbling with things they don't really understand. They're true believers. I'll never forget how they howled for her adulation.
Okay.
It looks like Ardia will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time.
I don't know about that. Like, I think traditionally, like, I think that she is more traditionally pretty than this character, but I think this person has more character. Like, there's a certain vibe of dark elves that score them extra points above just the pure look. Like, there's like a certain, like, I don't know, dominating quality, you know? No, it's not even looking on the inside. There's just like a vibe. Okay. How many more of these rituals do you think there are?
I can't be certain, but Dijo, Scarlor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured and bound like the other two. We need to stop these rituals, and not just for their sakes.
What do you mean?
I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this place is being overtaken by another plane. If I had to guess, I'd say it's becoming the Deadlands.
You've forgotten Redguard. You've forgotten Wood Elves. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's one more that you're missing. And Imperials. You're missing Redguard, Imperial, and Wood Elf. How is that possible?
I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nern. More like a piece of our world bottled up, and the cult is trying to fill the bottle from another source.
All the more reason to stop these rituals. I disagree. I disagree. I'm still putting orcs like third from the bottom. But I think it's, I don't know. I think I'm putting Argonians on the bottom. In the middle of Breton and Nord, probably.
Is that Garlor over here? Garlor? Oh, fetching Vec!
Hiller's eyes are vacant. He's oblivious to the world. It's kind of weird to rank, listen, it's kind of weird to rank Imperial, Breton, Redguard, and Nord on just looks. I feel like that's one that you have to be like, okay, I'm going to tap out of this one. Because if you're ranking on just looks, it's like, well, let's be real. They're all just people. Okay. Talk to Miri.
He's gone.
No, I know.
I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself. This ravaged body is all that's left of Galor. His soul, gone somewhere far worse. This is what will happen to the others. To my little brother.
I wasn't saying it's weird for you to rank them. I'm just saying, in retrospect, the process of ranking humans that are clearly just, like... Imperials are not a fantasy race, right? Like, they're really just, like, Romans. And then, like, Nords are clearly just Vikings, right? So, if you're leaving out the Like if someone's like, okay, well the hottest is clearly Nords, and then the second hottest is fucking Imperial, and then the third hottest is Breton, and then the fourth is Khajiit, and then Redguard. You're gonna look at them like, wait a second, hang on there. Well, like there's gonna be a raised eyebrow and some judgment going on. He's gone, soul-shriven. I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself. This ravaged body is all that is left of Galor. His soul gone somewhere far worse. This is what happened to the others. To my little brother, only if we fail.
Right. You're right. This isn't the time to lose it. There's still hope for the others. Galor couldn't have wandered far like this. There must be another ritual site nearby. Let's go.
I just thought of an unbelievably out-of-pocket thought about Khajiit. Can you imagine if a Khajiit got a Brazilian? Okay, find the remaining expedition members. Bam! I wish you could keep using that grapple hook. Are you saying what's that supposed to mean to Kay's thing about Razum Herdar? Okay, this is we have now crossed deeply into the TOS, I would say. Oh, no, Brazilian, like a Brazilian wax. Like going full waxed, full waxed crotch and butthole and all that shit.
This is it. And they've got Dijos.
Oh, they need to make hairless Khajiit. That look like all those weird saggy skinned. Okay.
Rest now.
And I'll make you watch your brother waste away.
What the fuck? Okay, where is the hook point? Not there. Okay, I apologize for anyone watching this afterwards. I'm so sorry. Sometimes we go off the rails. It happens, okay?
This focal point is finished, but it wasn't the only one by the look of it.
All right. Bam. You okay, dude? Is that a dark seducer? Or is that just a cultist?
Stopped feeding on their soul. Let's do the same to the rest.
You know what I can do? Collections. Where is it? Appearance? Costumes? I can become a dark seducer. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's so... Your relationship with your dad is so weird.
You're free. Come on.
You came back for me?
You guys are way too open. Oh, her dad. Oh my god, that's also weird. I was gonna say even weirder. But I would just say it's parallel weird. Deadlands Foothold. Okay, what's up, Dijos?
Thanks to you,
There will be something left for the Hist when my time finally comes. But I did not expect the Dark Elf to stick her neck out for me.
Why not? Because I'm
The
racist.
heart of the vault, she said. Further down this path. Where it leads, I cannot say. I don't even recognize this place anymore. I only know it dries my scales worse than Ebonheart.
We managed to save her. I don't know if that'll improve her opinion of me. Well, my kind. But I'm glad. I wouldn't wish what happened to poor Garlor on anyone.
Dark Elves have major Dommy Mommy vibes. So I think they get bonus points above their, like, objective thing, you know? We've accounted for everyone but your brother.
Liam, hang in there, little brother. We'll find you. We seem to be getting close to the heart of the cult's plot. Other than the ruins, the terrain here is unrecognizable from where we came from. I'd wager that's where we'll find him. And Zagira.
You want to go after her too?
No, I don't care about that hooded viper. I just want my little brother back. But if she stands in our way, I'll gladly kick her fetching ass back to oblivion. Come on, Liam needs me.
I feel like... No, I'm sure you're not. I think it's like... You know how it's like... You know, you could play Final Fantasy... Whatever, Final Fantasy 14, and you're like, okay, I forget what they're called, but the, like, cat girl, cat boy... And everyone's like, okay, cat boys are the hottest, cat girls are the hottest, right? But I think Argonians and Khajiit are just too far down the animal slider, where it crosses over the point of it's just a step too far. You know, they've lost the human face. Bam. Okay, in before I get canceled on your behalf because you're calling people with skin conditions reptiles.
Zagira, give Liam back and maybe
I'm not falling on this sword for you. Huh. I am not in Oblivion. I think I'm in the Deadlands. Which is Oblivion-ish. It does look a lot like Oblivion. Oh, excuse me? All right. Huh. Did you have something else to say to me?
That switch locked us out. We aren't getting that gate open by force.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
I think that did it. The gate's unsealed. Let's find Liam.
Beautiful.
Zagira, if you think a little lava is going to stop me, you've got another thing coming. Liam, can you hear me? Big Sis is getting you out of this.
Oh no! Thank you. Okay, what am I doing? Destroying the focus crystals.
Lightened their burden a bit, but it might not be enough. Look for other focal crystals.
Ow! Ow! Oh, dang it. I meant to jump, but instead I shot the focus crystal.
One down. Did you see any others?
I see one. How do I get up there? Looks like from the side here. Oh no, I'm on the opposite side. Jesus. Okay. Oh, I see you. I see you.
I'll get you out of
Miri,
here.
I thought I'd never see you again.
He looked like he was spooning her for a second. Yeah, that was very Oblivion. Oh, were those players? I thought that was NPCs for a second.
You can inform your worthless legates that we stopped the cultists. No thanks to you.
Just be grateful your little dispute didn't land you afoul of the law. Cease your meddlesome trespassing while you're ahead and get a real job.
So he's got to be Imperial, right? I associate Bald more with Breton, but he's got to be Imperial just because of his name. He's very Roman. Huh. Okay. Let's just go back to this argument. Okay. If we're judging the hotness of races just by the people here. Okay? Dark Elf? Pretty hot. Okay? Imperial? Alright. Obviously, unfortunately loses some points because of the hairline. But if you go like that, you're like, oh my god, he's a hot piece of ass. Oh, wait. Right? Okay, so that's just, you know, that's just a reality of us poor baldies, you know? This Dark Elf, not as hot. Wood Elf? Pretty, I wouldn't say hot. Oh, what's that face she's doing? Jesus Christ. Listen, normally you were fine, but that... But, you know, like, kind of girl next door vibes, all right. Nord, decently attractive. Okay. Argonian? Fuck no. Not even close. Clearly at the bottom. Okay. What's up, Miri?
We did it! My little brother is safe and that backstabbing viper Zagira's plans are in shambles. Oh, I almost wish I could see what Dagon does to her for her failure. But my imagination's probably better than his anyway.
What's next?
We leave this useless swit to his report and count to Zora's lucky stars. My little brother is alive and well, thanks to you. That's more than I could ask. We owe you. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything, you can count on me. I should get word that we're safe to our parents as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon. And Liam, straight to layaway, you hear?
I just want a moment to catch my breath and thank your friend here, Mother.
Okay, there's two Miris.
All right. The next time you're helping me with something.
Did you see the two Miris?
I wish you adventurers would leave well enough alone. The Brigadines have enough troubles to hold at bay without vagabonds stirring up ungodly ruins.
Yeah, the truth is, from game to game, the aesthetics change a lot. So, like, if you're going by Morrowind, fucking bottom is like Wood Elves are way low, High Elves are way low, Dark Elves are very low, and then like the hottest is going to like definitely be like Imperials or whatever, right? As the games have progressed, they've definitely made all of the elves a lot hotter, way more attractive. Like Wood Elves, Oblivion, Wood Elves are still ugly. But like Skyrim, Wood Elves are pretty hot. So yeah, they definitely scale their attractive. I think as the games go on, they kind of want to make everyone attractive. This poor guy though, like if he had a full head of hair, you guys would be like, oh yeah, this guy's smoking, right? You can cover it. Yeah, this poor guy. What are you going to do now?
If what you and that vagabond say is true, I might be out of a job. I'll stick around for a little while, but if things get quiet enough, I may head off to Leowin or even Gideon. Always work for a man in my line.
Okay, you've said hatfish twice. I don't know what that means.
Thought I was finished there. Miri too. I was praying to the three that she wasn't going to share my fate. Someone was listening, because you're a real godsend.
I see you managed to reunite Miri and Liam. I could tell the two of them were close when we met. Thank the Divines for that, because I don't know if she'd have gone to such lengths for us otherwise. No, I think she would have.
Glad to see Miri got her brother free. Gladder still you two bothered with me along the way. I won't soon forget that.
I am glad you were able to rescue Liam. I could not look Miri in the face if she had fished a bitter old lizard from the mire at the cost of her own loved one. If more dark elves were like them, there would be fewer Argonians like me.
All right, we did it. We now have every single one of the companions. Let's take a look at her real fast.
Sarah.
Let's see. I don't really have anything for her. Oh, well, she's already wearing light, so may as well get her a better light armor. Okay, we've got nothing for her. She can't equip rings at start. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that is where we're going to call it for now. So if you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll be back next time with some more. Take care, guys. Mwah.